and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Jenny Campbell and I make fashion and beauty videos here on YouTube for the busy mom and the mom who wants to look stylish and chic on a budget. And so today I'm going to share with you 6 must-have makeup items everybody needs in their collection. If that sounds like something that you are interested in seeing, then keep watching. So the first must-have item that everyone needs in their collection is a foundation that matches your skin tone. So I'm going to share with you a couple of my favorite. If it doesn't match those things, you're going to look like a floating head. If it's too light or too dark, it really can make you look kind of creepy and crazy. Sometimes, like in my case, my foundation is lighter than my actual face, but it matches my neck and my chest. You want a foundation that matches your skin tone and also that matches your skin type. So I'm going to share with you some of my favorites. For reference, I have combination skin, so my skin can lean oily in the T-zone, is prone to breakouts. My skincare routine is really super important to keep that from happening, which I will share in another video coming up. But here are my top 3 favorite foundations that match my skin. The first one is this Maybelline Matte and Poreless. This is a matte foundation, and so this is gonna make me look much less shiny. And since I have combination skin, there are days when I'm just super oily, and this works perfectly for me. But it comes, I think, in 40 shades, so there should be a shade and an undertone that works for most people. I have mine in the shade 102. This is the lightest shade that they make. So, in fact, every foundation I'm going to share with you is the lightest shade because obviously I'm very fair. The second foundation that I really like that matches my skin tone is the Maybelline Superstay 24 Hour Foundation. I've used this in a video in the past. I used this, I think, in my holiday get-together makeup tutorial. This is a really good foundation that's full coverage. So this should cover up blemishes and dark spots and things like that. It says it lasts for 24 hours. I don't know about that. I've never worn a foundation for 24 hours. Don't do that. It's not good for your skin. But this works for most skin types. I can get pretty oily at the end of the day if I wear this for a really long time, but it doesn't break up on my skin and it doesn't look yucky and cakey, so I still really like this, especially if I'm going somewhere in the evening so I don't need it to last all day long. This is a really good foundation. And then the last foundation I'm going to share with you is the CYO, I lost the lid, sorry. But this is the CYO Life Proof Long Lasting Foundation. I used this in my very first makeup tutorial. It's from CVS, it's a CVS brand. I have not found it in a CVS store. I've only been able to find it online. I love this foundation, it's so good. This is good for dry skin. On my oily days, this doesn't seem to really cause me to get super oily, but it is very dewy finish. So I think this works for most skin types. If you're oily, you might have to set it with a powder. Which brings us to our second must-have item for your collection, and that is a loose setting powder. My favorite, as I've shared before, is the Maybelline Fit Me. Again, this comes in so many shades that most people can find one that works for them. I have mine in fair, and I love this. It is slightly colored, it's not translucent, but it is such a good powder. It adds a little bit of coverage, but it isn't too heavy, or it's very finely milled, so it doesn't emphasize my wrinkles or anything like that, my fine lines. So this is a good option. Another option, affordable option from the drugstore, is this Coty Airspun powder. This works so wonderfully. It's very, very finely milled. There's one drawback to this, and that is that it smells very strongly of old lady perfume. But I will say this comes in a fragrance-free version, which if I would have known, I would have gotten mine as very old lady-ish. But this is a really great powder. It comes in translucent, and it comes, I think, in some color. Translucent should be good for every skin tone. I got mine at Walmart. I think it was like $7. Both of these are very inexpensive. So these are both a great option for a loose setting powder on a budget. Okay, my third must-have makeup item for your collection is a blush, bronzer, and highlight palette. Now, this is kind of cheating because obviously I didn't want to choose between blush, bronzer, and highlight, and so I chose one of these palettes. These are not that expensive from the drugstore. I have two to share with you. This one is the Maybelline Master Contour Palette. It's got a contour shade, which you can use as a bronzer shade, a blush, and a highlight there. I used it today on my face, and I think it looks beautiful. I love the highlight. I love the blush. Obviously, as you can see, I went kind of crazy with blush. I always do. I got mine in light to medium, so it works really great for me. It's got a pretty pink blush, and the highlight was not too pigmented. You can't really, it doesn't look like a kind of a dark stripe on my skin. So this is a good one from the drugstore, Maybelline, very affordable. And then again, my Flower Beauty one, which I will always love because this highlight is my favorite, one of my favorite highlights in the entire world. Obviously my Flower Beauty palette that I have in, it's the Lift and Sculpt contouring palette in light to medium. Love this, use this in my very first tutorial. I still really recommend this. So that is my third must-have makeup item, which is the contour palette that has blush, bronzer, and highlight. Oh, my next must-have item, this would be number 4. My fourth must-have item, lots of different looks with one makeup palette if you buy one that has lots of shades in it. Obviously, my favorite one, which I used in my last tutorial, this Milani Bold Obsessions palette. It's got so many fingerprints, but it's still so good. The reason I really like this one is it has matte shades here. You always want some matte shades. You don't want to create an entire sparkly look. It has several transition type shades. Down here, it has a matte black, a matte cranberry, and a matte brown. So you can create an all matte look really with those. And it also has some of the most beautiful shimmer shades I've ever seen. So it's got gold, which I used in my last tutorial. It's got this called Sands of Time right here. This is beautiful. I'm wearing it on my lids today. I'm wearing this whole palette on my lids today. It's beautiful. Milani also makes one that has more reds and pink tones in it. And that one is called the Pure Passion palette, I think. Also a great one for making lots of different kinds of looks. It has mattes and shimmers. And then I also have the Soft and Sultry. I would not probably choose this one over the Bold Obsessions, and I'll show you why right here. Okay, so it also has some really good mattes, and I actually really love this cool toned matte right here. But these shimmers, they must be a different formula or something than the other ones. They're not my favorite shimmers, but a palette like this that has mattes and shimmers that you can make lots of different eye looks with. It's always good if a palette has a matte black and this bone colored shadow. So if it has like a light one that you can set your eyelids with. My next item, this is item number 5, and remember I'm doing 6. I wanted to try and make it 5, but I just couldn't. I needed 6. Okay, so my next one is a good mascara. And if you've watched any of my videos in the past, you know that my favorite mascara is the L'Oreal Voluminous Lash Paradise Mascara. Not only is it beautiful packaging because it's pink and that's my favorite color, but it also is amazing on your eyelashes. It makes them look fuller and longer. It's got great volume. I really, really like this mascara. It's very inexpensive at the drugstore. Love this one. I haven't opened this one yet, but I also like the CoverGirl Lash Blast Mascara. This one lasts really well. This is a really good mascara. This is what I used before I found the Lash Paradise. And so I had already purchased a backup, and so I will still keep this as a backup, but I really like the Lash Paradise. And so a good mascara that doesn't flake on you is number 5. My 6th and final makeup must-have for your collection is a nude lipstick. Any eye look can go with a nude lipstick. Any blush, any cheek products, whatever you get, a nude lip can go with anything. Now, on my lips right now, I'm wearing my most favorite nude lipstick. It's not affordable. So I wanted to share it with you just because it's my favorite and I think it's beautiful, specifically if you have fairer skin. It is the MAC Blankety lipstick. And I just love this color. I love the shine. I love how long it lasts. This is such a good lipstick. So if you're gonna splurge a little bit, this is a great one to splurge on. I actually found this from watching Arna Elaine. She is a YouTuber from Australia. Actually, I think she's from New Zealand, but she lives in Australia. And I found that she wears this lipstick, and it is so beautiful on her. She's very fair like me, so I picked it up too. I'll link her channel down below if you're interested in watching her. I got a couple of other more affordable options for you. One is the L'Oreal Color Riche Matte Lipsticks, and this one is in the shade All Out Pout. And I really like this. I'll show it to you. It's a little bit darker of a nude, if you can see that here, and I'll show you a little bit here. This is what it looks like. It's so pretty. It's really nice, and it is matte, so it's not going to be shiny like Blankety. It's matte. It looks really pretty with a gloss over top. Milani also makes some really good nude lipsticks. This one is called Matte Naked, and it is really beautiful too. It's a little bit lighter. It's not quite as dark as All Out Pout. I'll show you what it looks like here. A little more cool toned. This is All Out Pout, and this is Matte Naked. If you prefer not to wear lipstick, but I still recommend a nude lip gloss, and obviously the NYX Butter Glosses are my favorite. I actually got it in a different shade to show you. I have several shades. This one is Eclair, and it's a little bit pinker, but pinky nudes are really good on fair skin, and so I still really enjoy them. It's cooler toned. This is Eclair. That's what Eclair looks like. My last nude gloss, this is more of a sheer gloss, so it's not going to give you a lot of color, but it's kind of sparkly, and it's the Hard Candy Plumping Serum. Plumping lip glosses can burn. This one does not. You might feel a little tickle, but it doesn't burn at all. And it's more of it's a baby pink color, but it's more sheer than the other ones. You can see right here. So if you're more into just a glossy lip, but you don't want it to be too colored, this is a really good one too. I am planning on doing a best nude lipsticks from the drugstore video coming up. So if you are looking for a nude lipstick, then check that video out. Make sure you subscribe down below so that you don't miss out on that video. Those are my top 6 makeup must-haves that you need in your collection. This is great for beginners. This is great for anyone who loves makeup. These also make a great gift. If you know someone who loves makeup, any of these are a great option for them. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up down below. That helps me out. Also, if you could comment down below your makeup must-haves are, what you can't live without. Please press the subscribe button down below so that you will not miss out on any content like this in the future. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.